What's the biggest defeat you've ever had in your life?
Such a great question to open. I like how you tried to sucker punch me there. You're very good at this, sis.
There's no sucker punching, though. You've just done 50 rounds. I need to give you a break.
Yeah, I've even got a black eye. Look.
Oh,
I know.
Oh, you took one.
It was actually a headbutt.
Oh, yeah.
But he learned his lesson. I think you can see him in the video bleeding somewhere on the floor. I can't think of the biggest defeat I've taken. Perhaps, and I'm trying to self-analyze in real time like I always do, perhaps when you love the war, it's not about the ending. Perhaps when you love fighting, it's not about winning or losing. People who are going to be obsessed with a defeat or concerned for defeat are people who are concerned with the win and the loss. I just want to fight. This is why I was good at fighting. I didn't think I really need to win this fight because it's good for my career and this guy's dangerous. I'm scared of getting knocked out. I just wanted to fight people. So I didn't really care. I mean, obviously, if I'm going to fight, I'm going to try and win. That's how you fight. I don't think of any large defeats I've had because I enjoy the battle. I enjoy the battle against the Matrix now. I mean, let's be honest. I'd say they've done a pretty good job. I mean, to say I've won somehow, what have I won? My prosecutor still got his cushy job. The judges are still in their chairs. I lost 3 years of my life. What have I won?
Your freedom?
I got it back. It's kind of amazing how the mind works. They did this during COVID, right? It's kind of amazing how the mind works. Well, they'll take something from you and then they'll give it back to you and you feel like you won. Like in COVID, they take away 100% of your rights.
Yeah.
And then they give 98% of them back. And you're like, yes. And you're like,
as long as you take a couple of injections.
Well, that's right. But you actually have less rights than you did before. You just had a temporary, gap.
Yeah.
So, okay, now I can travel. Well, I couldn't travel for 3 years. So what have I won? I mean, I won a moral victory, I guess you could say, because I did the right thing. But perhaps I just enjoy fighting. And if I just enjoy fighting, then it's not about winning or losing. I like knowing that I'm annoying to the homosexual cocaine addicts who are desperate.
It took you 3 minutes to get that one in.
It was only yesterday. I mean, if you look at NATO's foreign policy, it makes a lot more sense when you understand they're all high on cocaine. But to know I'm annoying to these people is why I'm doing it. The win, the loss, the defeat, that really doesn't enter my mind. I'm just here to fight. I'm here because I believe that it must be done. So I do it. So I can't answer your question. I don't know. Because I'm so busy fighting, I don't feel the losses or the wins, by the way. I don't feel the wins. I don't get in a Bugatti and then get in a Pagani, then get in a Jesco and then go to my $30 million house and go, yes, I've won. I don't give a fuck. Rob, I don't care. I get out of my Pagani and I walk stressed into my huge mansion and I yell at my staff to fetch me things and I sit down on my laptop mad saying homosexual cocaine addicts and I just continue to fight everybody. I don't win or lose. I'm just caught in the battle. I don't know. So I can't answer your question, sir.
What about losing your dad?
But that's a natural part of life.
Mm.
And I think it's I know it's an unavoidable part of life. And it's the best of the two possible options because the only alternative to me losing him is for him to lose me. Mm. And in the natural order of the universe, a son should lose his father. A father shouldn't lose his son. So if you think about it, it actually worked out exactly how it was supposed to work out. And I guess you have to be pretty glad for that. Mm. Of course, I miss him, but there's nothing I could have done to keep him. You learn the lessons of appreciating people while they're alive, of course. You feel a sense of responsibility and maturity that you didn't feel, or I didn't feel when he was alive, because now I'm the oldest male of the clan.
How does that make you feel?
Well,
you fucking love it. Come on.
I mean, I think something inside of you changes when you lose your father. I think there's something that changes inside of you.
So you told me this when we first met. And it triggered me a bit. I didn't say anything to you, but I still have my dad.
Yeah.
And, I think I tick a few boxes of being a male.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
But, I mean, we nearly lost him a couple of weeks ago. And I had to go to that place in my mind where it's like, maybe he's gone.
Yeah.
And I thought of you and I thought, I now know what you meant.
Yeah, you sense your own mortality in a way. And it's very strange. Something strange happens. Mm. I changed a lot when my dad died. It's very weird.
How?
I would like to say I became more serious, but I don't think it's that. I think you just finally graduate from student to teacher. And I guess that's the easiest way to say it. Even if you're a very good student, even if you know more than your teacher, even if you're, the best student there could ever be, even if your teacher's pet, even if you're an advanced PhD genius who has come up with a thesis that your professor couldn't come up with.
But you're still going to hold them in a regard,
But when the role officially changes, then you change.
Yeah.
So, I mean, my father and my coach are the only two men on the planet who can tell me what to do. I clearly don't listen to anyone else, or I wouldn't keep going to jail, would I? So, I
clearly don't listen to anyone. Your PR company.
No, I don't listen to my PR
Your lawyers.
Oh, no, I don't listen to them either. I wouldn't be on this podcast, sir. I don't listen to anybody. So, I mean, I'm lucky I have a coach also, but if it wasn't for my coach, then the only person on the planet who I obeyed absolutely is gone. And that's a form of liberation. It's also, he was probably one of the only people I went to for advice in some way.
You mean God or your coach?
I'm talking about my dad. If I didn't have my coach, when I lost my dad, I would have lost the only person.
Yeah.
And he's the only person I went to for advice. I don't really go to other people for advice. I'll go and talk to people about things, but I'm not looking for explicit advice like I was from him.
Yeah.
So, it's a very unique experience, but I think it's part of being a man. It's part of being an adult, right? And it's exactly how it's supposed to be. And something inside of you changes. And I'll be very interested for our next podcast. I mean, heaven forbid, I'm gonna pray for your father, of course.
Thank you.
If that ever happens, inevitably, for you to give your insight on it.
Yeah.
I don't believe that God will ever put you in a position where you get to tell the entire world how masculinity and how a rigid mental model and how an iron mind works without ever being tested. Let's analyze this. How do you end up in a position where you get to go through life saying, this is mental fortitude, this is how you should think, this is how you be resilient, and nothing ever happened to you? And you just get to go around talking about resilience, driving around in Ferraris and having a nice, easy life. It just doesn't seem something that would happen. So, of course, you have to go through bad things to understand that mentality, but bad things are always going to happen to people who have that mentality, I'd like to think, because God is going to test and make sure you're genuine about it, which is why Jordan Peterson's fallen off.
Why?
Well, because he was the man at one point. He was really looked up to and respected, and then he got into some difficulties and became a drug addict. It's very hard to tell people how to think, and I'm not trying to insult the guy at all. People think me and him have beef. I don't have beef with Jordan. We disagree on many key things. But it's very difficult to talk about mental fortitude and teach people how to think, which is primarily his job, I guess, as a psychologist, psychotherapist. I don't know what he is. All the same garbage to me. But to sit and tell people how to think and how they should look at the world and what mental model they should adopt and then become a drug addict because you get stressed about your wife having cancer, she didn't even die. It's just hypocritical. And then your brand collapses. So he put himself in a position as a master of mental models, and God said, okay, let's test you. And he failed. And then I was in a position of master of mental models, and God tested me, and I passed. So I don't lie to God because I promise God that the things I say, I mean. And I really don't think I've even been through anything that difficult. I think the things that have happened, I went to jail. I was locked in my house for 3 years. They took all my money. They stopped seeing my mom when she had a heart attack. I didn't see my kids for years. They've tried to destroy my reputation. Yes, they insult me in the new media, blah, 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 blah. But I'm of the frame of mind where I don't feel self-pity at all. That's not how I operate. So I don't even think it was that hard, truthfully. I mean, it could be worse. Could have cancer.
Could lose one of your children.
Could get in a car crash.
Yeah.
It could be so much worse. So people come up to me and they go, man, what they did to you is just, it's a shame. It's so sad. I'm like, well, yeah, a bit, but I'm unfazed. I mean, maybe that's why they hate me so much. But I promised God I am the man I said I was. So I got a chance to prove I am the man I said I was. And heaven forbid something worse happens to me. I hope it doesn't. But if it does, or when it does, then I'll be exactly the same. That's what we have to do.
Do you ever ask God for forgiveness?
I think that it's better to say thank you to God for the things you have. I try not to ask for anything. If you ask for things, to me, it feels ungrateful. Even asking for forgiveness, he doesn't have to forgive you. Why do you ask for forgiveness from anybody? It's for you. It's not for them. So it's kind of interesting if you think about it. If you go up to a person, let's remove the God element and let's keep it here in the mortal realm. If you go to a person and say, please forgive me, You're not trying to make them feel better. You're trying to make yourself feel better. So asking for forgiveness is selfish. Asking for things in general is selfish. I think if you truly respect someone or something, you should just be saying thank you for what they've given you or what you have. So that's what I try and do. And the reason I try and do that is because I am in a unique position financially and reputationally. Globally, I'm in a very unique position. And 99% of the time people message my phone, they're asking for something. And I don't think people realize how annoying that is. It's actually very annoying, you know?
Yeah, because it puts you in an awkward position where you have to then calculate how you respond.
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
one. And what have they given you?
Exactly. So, and then you're the bad guy if you don't give it to them. Of course, you're the worst man in the world.
If you don't reply, you're the bad guy.
That's right.
You're gaslighting them.
That's right. If you don't reply, you're bad. If you don't give it to them, you're bad. If you give it to them once and not a second time, you're bad.